And welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Lore. Today we're going to talk about Rhinoblaster. Yes, Rhinoblaster, the American football playing rhinoceros monster. Yeah, he's something to behold, let's just say that. He kind of looks more like an armadillo mixed with a rhino and a bat with a face like that, but hey, what do I know? They came up with the American football playing rhinoceros monster, and that's what he's going to be. He was created for the episode Football Season as the main antagonist in the early of Season 1, and would appear 6 more times beyond that, so let's get on there really quickly. Now, he'd be first created by Finster after Rita noticed that football tryouts were happening in Angel Grove, and she goes, I'm going to destroy the Rangers with their football skills. That's because, that was her great idea. So, essentially, Rhinoblaster is created as Rita's quarterback in the football game of the destruction of the Power Rangers, with putties as the other participants in this thing. But the putties are different. They have jerseys, and that's kind of how it works together for a little bit. So in the end, the Rangers work together and are able to basically sack the QB and defeat him, causes him to rise up into his monster form, and he's defeated by the combination of the Dragon Zord as well as the other Rangers in the Megazord, and then they combine into the Mega Dragon Zord, which launches a Z-type blast, immediately hit by it. Rhinoblaster yells out as his legs fall to the ground, and he fell flat on his face, and he goes, Argh! And then explodes. So that's the end of the first thing we see him. We don't see him for a little bit until another monster, Trumpet Top, summons an illusionary Rhinoblaster to wear out the Rangers enough that Lord Zed is able to easily destroy them. Basically, he's summoned so many different monsters, they're all going off there. Eventually, Zordon, though, sees the plan and makes the illusionary monster cease to exist. Now, another episode is when Doomstone later revives Rhinoblaster to attack the Rangers in Lord Zed's haunted forest. And this is just a basically zombified version of him, but still alive and doing a battle against the Rangers once more. And he is one of the monsters recreated by Finster to ambush the Rangers in the Spectre Theater. Now, Rhinoblaster and Pexter are later scheduled to guard the Rangers in Spectre Theater as basically Rita and Zed are getting married. They fail miserably because they're kind of incompetent idiots, and the Rangers kind of get their plans if he keeps repeatedly coming back more and more. And they're kind of like the Bulk and Skull monster versions, I guess, because they're kind of really incompetent. They kind of fall in easy traps the Rangers put up there, even though they're the ones supposed to be setting up the traps. Now, what happens to them after this is not known. Pexter and Rhinoblaster are not seen, but are probably hiding after basically everyone else is being killed and destroyed from that point on. So he could have survived and just fled after that, not wanting to deal with the repercussions of Lord Zed and Rita getting mad at him for failing his job, because he's later seen again on Onyx when Trakini was first visiting it in the episode Heir to the Throne. That's pretty interesting there. And he's later seen among the monsters in the Shadow World, in the basically Fate of Lightspeed Rescue, or Fate of Lightspeed. Now, what does he do in the Shadow World? We're not 100% certain. Is he a demon? I don't think he's a demon. He just might be there, or just another monster using his visage there. We're not 100% certain. It's unclear since he's last seen alive, but is this a ghostly version of him, or is just something else? Now, it could be the theory that it is the first version of him that was destroyed by the Rangers, and the second version is still alive out there. Remember, they are not the same being. Probably had his memories implanted in the second being, but not the same ones entirely. So keep that in mind. We could see him in further other episodes going on. We could probably see him as a good little callback to the Rangers and go on like, how did this guy survive? Like, well, he was brought back, but he's learned the error of his ways. I don't know. We could find out. We could find out more in the comics. It all depends. Thank you very much, guys. This is another episode brought to you by Power Rangers Lore. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So be sure to be safe, guys. Have a good one. Good night.